Hello, hello. Before anything, let me check. This is my first time hosting. Bogan unfortunately couldn't join us today. Um, but let me see if we are live. Let me know if you guys see it. Okay, we did it, guys. We did it. We did
Yay.
it. Okay, nice. There we go. Send it out. Um, Send it out. Don't forget to give it a retweet, everyone. Okay. Okay. I think I did everything. So, GM, and welcome everyone to our weekly Art and Yap session. Like, as you guys can see, today it's me hosting. Unfortunately, Bogan couldn't join us. He's got some stuff right now that he had to do. But we have a special guest with us today, which is Molly. And we also have the OG champion himself, Gwyn, here. So before we get started, how about like a few words of like hi and everything, guys? Molly, go ahead.
Hello. I'm here. Substituting today, supporting Bam Bam, I guess. Yeah, I'm
Thank,
trying my best. I'm
thank.
not usually very talkative, but I will try.
Please be my yapping partner today. I
Yes.
don't have my partner in crime. Okay. What about you, Gwen? How are you doing today?
Uh, Good. As usual, just doing my thing.
Mm-hmm.
A bit confused because there were changes to Blender, and I jumped too early into the new version and
Oh,
kind of messed up a few things while I was working on the last reel. But yeah, still adapting to the changes.
okay. What kind of changes are we talking? I never realized. Like, I think Blender's been around for quite a while, right?
Yeah. Well, for example, animation now have two slots, and I haven't really gotten this one yet. Check why we have two slots and why do we need the second slot for, or
Mm.
what it's used for. I'm mostly just kind of confused when I'm trying to change my animation. Sometimes weird stuff happen, and I have to
Yeah.
understand why.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm still learning some of these stuff. It's not; those are not the only things going on with Blender right now. But yeah,
Okay. I hope all is well. Because we,
all is
we
well.
really need that app. Okay. Molly, like you yourself dabble in 3D a bit. Last time you were up on this session, you were actually like doing a tutorial, which I haven't edited yet. So I will get to that eventually. And it'll be a fun way for you guys to learn more. But have you tried the new Blender, or like what are your concerns? Like, what are from just seeing Gwen's screen right now?
Yeah, I was just looking at like Gwen's screen, and
Mm-mm-mm.
I'm not entirely sure. Is it like really new? Because I feel like I've had the like I've
Oh, it's
had
not
this.
really new.
Okay, then I might have had this
Well,
version like before. Like I did
Oh,
notice some changes when I changed, like I switched laptops. I got a new one and downloaded Blender,
yeah.
and I noticed some changes. And I was with specifically with the animation, I was a bit. Uh,
what version are you using?
oh, I couldn't tell you. I have no idea.
Okay, it's 4.5 right now.
Yeah,
That's what I'm using.
probably that's yeah. But I also noticed some weird changes in the animation slot thing. Before it was just very simple, and now it seems a bit more complicated, in my opinion.
Yeah,
But yeah.
like yeah, exactly. It says here, right? There's a legacy slot, and it
Yeah.
says this name combined with the slot's data block type is unique within its action, whatever that means. But like mostly, like I just stick to what it's always
Yeah.
been this action slots where I choose what animation I want to save. Think of it as
Mm,
animation layers. In Photoshop, there are
yeah.
layers, right? But maybe it's a feature, but with other blender.
Mm.
Particularly, for example, making things invisible, making object invisible in viewport and keyframing that can cause the simulation to break even though it was baked, which I don't understand why.
And I don't even understand what you're saying. So
Yeah. No,
yeah.
too technical, yeah. Never mind. But
No, I was
uh,
trying to understand, and I'm just like baked. It was baked. Like in a,
oh yeah,
are we talking cookies?
baking. Yes. So there's a lot of baking when it comes to 3D stuff. Baking is a term used to kind of like, well, if you think of baking is making, when you make a cake or a loaf of bread or something, you
Yeah.
bake it, and once it's baked, it's like a permanent, you know, it has this permanent status to it. It's now food that you can eat. You can't turn it back to dough.
Okay.
And
Okay.
it's similar to that concept in a way. So, for example, when we simulate things,
Yeah.
right, it would uh, collect data, right, to kind of simulate physics and that stuff, for example.
Mm,
And that data has to be stored somewhere.
mm,
And when it's real time, it cannot, for it to be real time that you can see it happen in the viewport, so you can view if it looks good.
mm.
The data doesn't get permanently stored. It needs to be kind of in a constant movement.
Yeah.
So usually that's why it tends to be kind of like, because it's not saved, it can be buggy. So what you do is you bake it.
Mm,
So the blender will take the data from the simulations, right? It calculates the physics,
yeah.
and then it gets stored in the storage. And then for the next frame, it stores it, and it can take reference from the previous frame to make sure that the data is um, correct. So you
Okay.
don't, get a buggy simulation. And
Okay.
then that's the difference. And the baking, which is example like this is which is kind of weird. That's the problem here. I'm having a problem where my bread somehow turned back into dough for some reason, or behaving like a dough,
Okay.
and for some reason. So I don't know why.
Here, you heard it here first, guys. 3D is just like baking. It's just like baking. So if you're a fan of baking, you might want to download Blender. But dude, I never knew that you could like. I kind of get what you're saying. It's sort of like, I think it's like when you paint a picture and then you seal it, and you're like, it stays like this. Like anything I like, do to it, like the color underneath stays like this, and then suddenly like the color underneath changes with movements that you do.
The
I think
color.
that's the best way I could like I don't know, that's the best way I could interpret it, because I do paint a little bit, but I ain't no way I can do this. So but
It's I'm not sure if that's a good way of kind of visualize the idea of the simulation.
okay.
Um, yeah, but yeah, you can go back to that dough thing. So basically, it's a lot of math. Right?
Mm,
There's so much math to make something look good.
yeah.
Basically that. And if you like, when you look at games, it's everything's happening on screen in real time, right? You move your mouse around, everything, you move your character move as soon as you press a button. It's real time. That's because it's simplified
Yeah.
simulation. Everything is simplified to just, you know
Stay as is.
and yeah. So, and the same with when you look at the graphics, right?
Yeah.
My renders can, how can it look so nice, and why can't games look as good as in Marvel movies, for example, or 3D renders, just movie
Mm,
renders?
yeah.
Well, because the simulation for the lighting requires so much calculation per frame that you can't have it. So every time it does one frame of, one frame, there's like a whole 5 minutes, for example. It
Yeah.
takes 5 minutes to finish that, calculating the lighting, hitting into objects and bouncing.
Mm.
And that's why you can't, when you want it to be real time, you're gonna have to cheat that. So we can't use realistic lighting. We use fake, simplified lighting system that's not actually calculating how light bounces off objects.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So
That's
yeah, something like that. So rendering by itself, technically, you can say similar concept to baking too. We bake the imagery, we bake the lighting,
Yeah.
and once we're done, we
Put
get
it in.
a
Yeah.
collection of images, and you put together, you got a video.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Okay, okay, okay. Yeah, I think that's good imagery for the people listening. By the way, we have 59 listeners with us right now. Just want to say GM to everyone. And if you guys are watching this, make sure to give it a repost, retweet, whatever you want to call it. Send us some messages, ask us some questions if you want to. This is usually the session I like to say is like the alpha session, just because no one's stopping us from like just talking about anything. It's literally free for all here. So if you have any questions, it's a good time to ask. And if not, just say hi and give us a retweet, please, because it means a lot. Thank you so much. And I've seen Molly. You've been just listening right now, so I want to know more. Actually, I heard this one thing, and I want to know if it's still ongoing right now. But my family in the UK, they've been saying that it's like still crazy hot, like literally about to have a heat wave. Is that the same over there? Because we're like in full on monsoon season. Like we have rain every single day right now here.
I would say up until last week, that was very true. It
Okay.
was really hot. But now it feels a bit more like, I don't know, European late summer. Like it's like start of fall. Kind of it has those like it's still warm and nice, but it's not like excruciatingly hot anymore.
Okay, okay. Then I think maybe it's just the housing in the UK. Like they build all their houses with like old stones and stuff, and then there's no sort of ventilation or anything. So maybe
Yeah,
that's it. Yeah.
maybe.
Uh, yeah. By the
But I
way,
mean, Germany and the UK, I guess, are still a little bit apart. So maybe the hot weather now moved over there. That could also be.
I'm hoping my family, they're very pale. Like they're like wallpaper color. So they're all gonna get like massively sunburnt. So I hope they're okay. But by the way, I just wanted to let all the listeners here know what Gwen is working on right now. It's actually a part of like a very special activation. I think if I am seeing this correctly, it's part of a very special activation that is happening very soon. You may recognize said plane, what it's about, what chain or what like project, anything like that. We won't be announcing just yet. You can guess, and you can have fun guessing for now. And it's gonna be something that I think like we're really excited for, because every single one of us here, including Molly and Gwen, we've been working on this for quite a while. And I know, Molly, that you briefed Gwen on this one, so kind of just if there's anything else you want to share on this.
Uh, Not really. It's just a nice little
Just good to
teaser
hear
to
more.
inform people. I'm afraid I would
Yeah.
actually spill some secrets, so I'm just gonna be quiet about it. But yeah, it's just supposed to be a little teaser. Yeah.
Yeah. Nice. Wait, Penelope's like mid plane right now.
Mhm.
What's she doing? Is she diving in? Is she sitting? Is she?
She's gonna be holding on to it. Yes.
Oh, nice. Okay, okay, okay. I can't wait to see that, and I'm sure you guys will be seeing it very soon as well. I won't be able to say which day. I'm just gonna say the same as what I usually do, which is one day. You guys will be able to see this. Apart from that, we actually have some very, I think, nice milestones that we crossed last week, and like I just wanted to bring it up and update the community on everything. But last week we reached 120 million views on Jiffy. Thanks to the content created by Gwen and the creative design of the content and concepts and everything by Molly. I think people especially love the bazooka one. It's gotten like crazy engagement so far. Doing one of our best performing clips, like GIFs, in the past week or so. um so I think, Molly, now that you're here, like, you're not here that often, it might be a good opportunity to, instead of just doing like art classes where Gwen is teaching, maybe you would like to, just update the community a bit on like how you pick different trends, or like how you keep the plushiness of it all inside our content, or like anything like that, in case any of our viewers here are actually trying to build their own platforms, trying to grow. And maybe some of the tips and stuff will help on branding.
Yeah, we're currently still kind of in a more like trying out experimenting phase, so there isn't really like a set sort of strategy quite yet. We just
Yeah.
kind of see where things work and where they don't. But
Mhm.
generally speaking, I just spend a lot of time scrolling, and I get ideas from all kinds of different, mm, yeah, not necessarily always trends, but different videos, different topics. Sometimes it's like a topic or a concept that I like, and then I try to, mm, yeah, turn it into something that would work for the plushies. Sometimes
Mm.
we literally can just copy something and paste it into some, just add the plushie characters into it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think the thing that I have most fun with, I guess, is just sort of trying to find little relatable moments that are plushified. By that I mean that they're like kind of awkward or quirky or cute or just, relatable on like the on a meta level, but like
Yeah.
cute in what it actually is. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I think those are like some of the best performing contents that we've been able to do, right? Just like overall trending videos, or like, trends, or like sounds, or whatever, that happen to already fit in like the cozy chaos, plushy vibes, like, fun, a little bit hectic, a little bit chaotic. When they do already fit the characters, then it's like the performance of it, the engagement that you get from it, the chance of people seeing it and relating to it a bit more, I think it increases like tenfold, because then like there's this whole opportunity of people who are just looking for content, and then like they see this one, they like it, they look for more, and they're like, oh, there's actually a cute rendition of this. And that's been, I think, one of some of our best performing ones. Like, I think the one of the ones that I saw and I remember is was doing really well was the sleeping in every location one, right? And we've
Hmm.
seen that, I think, like in a few different versions. But I think when you executed it really well, my favorite one was Penelope just flopped on the floor, like off her bed and right on the floor next to the bed. And I feel like a lot of people relate to that. And we launched it in a time where everyone was sort of like vibing with that. And it made a really good GIF too. So I mean, that's always a plus. Yeah, like with limited resources that we have, pretty much like our artists, we have Gwen, we have Cole. Ooh, we're actually going to be onboarding a new artist soon. Maybe we can go into that a little bit more so people can get excited. But with the two amazing artists that we have on hand, they still need breaks and rest and sleep and everything that comes with working. So, like there's a limit to how much content we can produce per week. So it's always sort of like good or like really amazing when we're able to utilize the content in many different ways, like taking moments from reels, turning it into GIFs, taking some GIFs, actually GIF concepts, and then turning them into reels, and just being able to kind of like use it across platform, because not the same person is not going to be scrolling on multiple platforms. Like I scroll on IG, maybe some of you guys scroll on TikTok, some of you guys, go through different shorts and reels in like YouTube. But there's always an opportunity to meet new audience with the same content. I think like the more platforms we spread it out to, um, and yeah, I think that's been really fun so far.
Yeah,
And
definitely.
yeah, we have a GM from Lilac Ray. Hey, GM Plush, right back to you. The Lilac Ray has been joining us for every session for the past, I think, like few weeks now. So thank you for joining us. Don't forget to give this a retweet, give it a like, ask us any questions that you have. We'd be happy to answer. Now, on to what I just talked about, the new artist. What's the process like so far? When's he, she, them, they, no reveals here, ready to get started cooking? And do we think we can persuade them, they, he, she, to join one of these sessions too?
Yeah, that's a good question. I We'll see.
Mm,
um, yeah, I think we're technically he's ready to start. Like, was ready to start yesterday.
okay.
Um,
Did we?
so
I've been I've been doing a lot of work, so I don't know if we did.
yeah, no, we haven't like officially given him anything to do yet. We're just
Mm-mm.
kind of taking it slow in the first week, I guess. I'm just kind of sending him the files or them um, to yeah, just experiment a little bit with the files and the plushies, the characters and everything.
Mm,
I think they got started on some like style development stuff, research
mm.
that we want to get into a little bit more in the path, not path, in the next few weeks.
Okay, okay,
And
okay.
yeah, that's something that I think they're working on a little bit or have worked on a little bit so far. Yeah, but we'll see a bit more at some point this week. Um,
Well, my meme requests and my GIF requests and the GIF requests from the community are always there.
Right.
If he's ready to jump in, we have it at hand.
Yeah, we have enough to do.
Yeah, literally, like I feel like every time these guys, like Gwen and Cole, right? Like we've been working with them for a while. I feel like literally every time these guys finish something, they already have to move on to the next thing because like there's like no break. Like as soon as Gwen has finished with something, we're like, can you do this too? And can you do that? And then Cole, can you do this? So I think it's good that we finally got him some help.
Yeah, that definitely. Yeah,
Yeah. Hopefully that increases like the different content that we're able to make as well, just like like we always say. I think Bogan said this a few times, you've said this, I've said this, but the concept of social media has, and I feel like is the same as it has always been, where it pretty much takes one to go like very viral. It takes one to get noticed, it takes one to like get a lot of attention on you. And if you're able to do that, then after that, it's just like more and more people keep seeing your content because it's picking up by the algo. People love it, people relate to it, they follow, they like, they start seeing more of it. But yeah, until then, like I think as a content creator, your job is to just make sure you can do as much as you can to get yourself seen or potentially get on that viral train. And with more content comes more chances. And I
that's
see
true.
another GM. Yeah. I also see another GM. GM Duck Hot. Thank you for joining us. It is a pleasure to have you here. Welcome to the Art and Yap session. And since it's been a while, I'll say it again. Unfortunately, Bogan couldn't join us today. He has some business to attend to. He's unavailable. But we have a very special guest with us, Molly, who is handling pretty much all of the creative side along with like conceptualization and web 2 of it all. So she's our mama on that side. We have Gwyn, who is the creative director, works on amazing stuff, cooks for you guys every single week in this stream, and does so much more behind the scenes as well. So we have a really fun and very very, how do I say this, certified audience today. Not including me, but very certified, very very esteemed guests of the Plooshies here.
Of course. And I expect to be treated that way.
Oh yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. It is the highest pleasure to have you here today with us. We are
Mhm.
honored by your presence, and as always, Sir Gwyn, it is a pleasure to see you work your magic. And it is our we are your humble servants on this journey in creating
Yeah.
in creating content creation. Ah, dude, I love it. I love it. By the way, there is another thing I have to announce. I was told by the team to definitely announce this and make sure I don't forget. So I'll say it now. While we have like almost 100 listeners with us, but we have our monthly AMA this Friday. So that'll be Friday, September 5th. It will be at 5 p.m. CET, so Central Eastern Time. Is that what it is? Uh,
European?
yeah, Central European time. I think that's it. It'll be at 5 p.m. CET. If that's not your time zone, I recommend conversion because I don't trust myself on that. It's 10 p.m. GMT plus 7, so 10 p.m. like Thailand, Asian-ish zone. And we host it in our Discord, which is open for everyone. So jump in, if you wanna get reminders and everything, just jump in advance. Our links are in our bio, and you can set notice for the event itself. We can catch up on some progress of the project, what we've been up to, some really exciting news actually. It's gonna come out. And overall just developments, so you can see that the Plooshies, we're continuing to build. There's a bunch of stuff that we're cooking, and we just want to make sure that you guys are aware of it, so you guys know how to support, how to participate, and how to maximize being a part of the community. And we look forward to seeing you all there. If not, I will have a written recap out as well. It'll be in the official Discord and also on Twitter, so be on the lookout and just make sure that you're updated on everything, like the comings and goings of the project. That way, you're more than just a bag holder, you're now a community. So we welcome you and we love you. Okay, I had my important announcement out of the way. I actually have there was actually something I did today that was really, really fun and exciting, but I'm not sure if I can share it with the community yet. But should I? Do you remember the long message I sent in the group chat? I mean, I won't go into full detail, but
I don't remember, but I will check.
it's about one of our partners.
Oh, yeah. I saw that. I'm not sure.
Okay, I'll just say shout out to Kuga. Kugaverse, Kuga Batch, their game has been doing amazing. Most of you guys have seen some sneak peeks already from GPAL, their founder. He posted a sneak peek, I think, a couple weeks back, and now there's more developments. And we also have something very exciting coming soon. One day, like I always say, one day. You'll never know when, until it comes out. So just I would recommend putting notice on for the Plooshies and for Kuga, because whatever is coming, it's going to be really fun and it's going to be really cool, and you guys are going to want to participate in it. And I think it's definitely something you shouldn't miss, because they also finished developing the map that is the Plooshies, and that's all I'll say on it. And I got to see it, and it's really cool.
I just want to say the way Penelope looks right now is how my bigger dog looks before he gets into trouble.
Is it the smile? Is it the ears? What is it?
The ears. It's like the ears and the
Honestly.
Yeah, exactly. That's fits the situation in this case too.
About to get into trouble.
Yeah.
I'm having as you I live in a tiny, tiny apartment. Not have a dog here.
Yeah. I mean, it's still, or not still. Again, I moved back in to my parents' house in the upstairs apartment, so I mean, my parents would probably throw me out if I got another pet, but at the moment, it's good.
But you never know
Yeah.
what the limit is until you try.
Who knows?
Yeah, that's often the case with me too.
Yeah. I've been wanting like I've been having this urge to get another cat, and like you guys know this. I had another cat like a couple months back. So I keep telling myself like, what's the limit of cats suitable for an apartment, you know? Because at one point they're gonna start being like, this is my space, you're in it, and I'm gonna kill you. And I don't want that for my cats. But so I'm kind of debating what I should do. But this sort of like, I guess, this rescue center in Bangkok near my house keeps posting pictures of like baby
That's very
kittens.
dangerous.
I know, like they keep getting new baby kittens in, and they're like, "We need the support. We can't take care of all of them." And I'm just like, "Me, you me," you know. But I can't do it.
Yeah,
My
no,
babies,
I'm restricting my access to those kinds of sites just for like really when
literally,
I'm having a bad day, then I'll go on like rescue sites and look at the things, and
dude.
then I think,
Yeah, it's the only thing I look at on my Facebook. Like I don't use Facebook anymore. I barely use it, but that's the only thing I follow, and I set notice on for it. I'm just like every time it pings, I'm going in and I'm seeing new cats, and I'm like, I want cat. I want more.
yeah, I guess you should ask yourself like, is there a reason I should have this cat other than it's cute? And yeah, I don't know. That's kind of how I do it, I
And
guess. And can I
and just
actually like, I don't know, can I actually like support this cat and give it what it needs? Or should I spend my energy on caring for the other two cats?
when you
Those
put
are
it that
my coping mechanisms.
when you put it that way, yeah. You know, I can focus on like making sure the one I just got is in a menace to society first, because like since I got her, I've been getting scratched every day, getting bitten every day. She cries like a she screams like a banshee every night, like 5 a.m. She goes.
Yeah,
And
she's
then yeah, it's just it's horrible. And like I wake up and I think like she's dying or something, and it's just her trying to play with my toes, you know. And then she bites my toes, and then I scream, and it's just like a never-ending cruel cycle.
and she's
Um,
quite young, right? She's like maybe not a baby,
yeah,
but like young. That's normal
yeah,
though.
she's like almost 5 months, you
Yeah.
know. So yeah, she's a baby, but she is a menace to society. And I mean, they say like my other cat, you know, when she turned like 6 months, or no, wait, when she turned like almost a year, I took her to get, I don't know if female cats are spayed or neutered, some whichever one of it is. um but this one, they already did that, so there's no more calming effect that's gonna happen. So she's staying like this, like this craziness
Okay.
is after getting spayed. Like,
Yeah. I think,
oh,
yeah, probably just youth.
mm, I
My
hope.
cats were crazy when they were little too, so now they're just cuddly.
Yeah, I feel like if you have one cat, it's more cuddly. Like when I had my first cat was a baby, she didn't have anyone else to play with, right? So she would just cuddle with me all day. But the second one came and she got a big sister right away. So she's just been like a menace to humans. She's like, I don't care. I have a friend already and I have all the toys in the world. So I'm just gonna like da la la la, like do whatever the hell I want.
Yeah, probably,
Yeah.
maybe. But
It's
also, I think, I mean, I don't know, this is very technical, but
yeah.
at least in my experience, like I have two different breeds of cats and they're very different in their personalities. Like just
Mm.
generally animals are different in personalities, but like especially when it comes to breeds, I think.
It might be it. My first one is a Scottish Fold. She's very proper. She's very, you know, very cuddly. She just likes to sit and watch. Cute little folded ears. And then my second one is like a rampaging monster from the streets, raised on the streets. And I think she's part Siamese because that's what her color looks like. But her colors keep changing every day, so I'm not really sure. Uh, but yeah, like this is a crazy one. I don't. Yeah, I keep looking at her and she's looking at me like she's gonna kill me. So
That's just cats, though. That's why we love them.
mm,
They keep us on our toes.
I think we just love the pain. I think people with cats are just like I don't know, just we love the pain or something.
Yeah.
Mm. Quinn, I've never seen your cat on screen.
Yeah.
Out on
Well, I
adventures
don't
again.
know where he is right now, so he's around.
He's always out on adventures.
Yeah, yeah, always. He goes out the house, comes home either through the my window here
Yeah.
or some other windows, sleeps, eats, and then goes back out again, doing boy cat things. And I don't know,
Can he still have babies?
Yeah, yeah.
Uh, are
Uh,
you letting loose a monster out into the street?
uh, yeah. In fact, there was this one um, girl cat that
Mm,
kind of just appeared in in our front gates
yeah.
last year,
Yeah.
and turns out she brought her kittens under my car.
Mm,
And when we took a good look at the kittens, we were like, this is our cat's babies because like they're all white. So my cat
yeah.
is white. They're
Yeah.
all white. It looks like him. Same eye color. Okay, it's him.
Yeah.
And
Oh no, he's got a baby mama.
yeah, and we took care of them, including the baby, the babies.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, they died one at a time. Mainly because
Oh.
like we took them to a doctor
Mm,
and we had them taken care of. Can't give them vaccines yet at the
mm,
time. They're too young, so
mm,
they do all the standard deworming stuff. But unfortunately, I guess they caught this cat virus a little early right now, and before they got the vaccine, and then only one survived,
mm, mm,
and it's a boy, and
mm.
he grew up, and yeah, and he stayed in the house with my cat, the older that his dad, and they were fine. They're fine with each other, but
Yeah.
just kind of like he always annoys his dad, I guess.
Yeah.
Can kind of tries to catch his tail, and the daddy cat is always looks annoyed all the time,
Yeah.
older cats.
I
But
don't think Daddy Cat meant to get a baby cat.
yeah, and then though, just about 3 months ago, or
Mm.
actually just 2 months ago, he disappeared. The young one, the son. So I don't know what happened to him.
Maybe he's just
Uh,
out, like doing cat things, like his papa.
no, no, this in this case, no, definitely not. I don't know what happened. It's
Oh.
not him. He always stays around the house, not like his
Mm,
dad. Actually, when he comes out, he just chills out with our neighbors' cats. Our neighbors have cats too, and
mm,
and sometimes he brings them in this house.
mm,
But yeah, I don't know what happened, and all his friends out there are fine.
mm,
The other teenager cats, they're around, except for him. Yeah, kind
Maybe
of
he
sad.
just found a new home.
I don't
mm,
know.
That's
Maybe a little too sudden for that. Either someone took it or something happened. I don't know, an accident maybe on
I'm so sorry.
that's sad.
Yeah.
kind of sad. Well, but we have dogs now, so
Mm.
more
More chaos.
more things here is gonna annoy my cat,
Yeah. It's
especially dogs more so
mm,
than other cats, right? Because
yep,
dogs
yep.
are like all snuggly and stuff.
Yeah, my Chihuahua has been trying her best and hardest to get my one of my cats to just play with her.
Mm.
For like 5 years, she still hasn't given up. The other cat just kind of like she's the most patient cat you could ever imagine. Like she
Yeah.
just lets it happen.
Yeah.
But she will occasionally like look at me like, what is this? What is this creature trying to do here?
No, why do you have this creature here?
Yeah, also that. Like, who
I
is
asked
this?
the cat, Mama, why is this creature in our house?
Yeah. The other cat just sets limits, like very strict limits. The dogs are not allowed within a certain perimeter. If they do cross that line, they're in trouble. Like even the big dog will be in trouble. And yeah.
Yeah, that sounds like cats.
Hmm.
I feel like my older cat, she sets quite a few limits with the baby one as well. Like the baby one has this thing where I think she sees like so my older cat, she's a Scottish fold, right? But she's also long haired, so like it's a Scottish long haired fold, whatever. And her tail, it looks like a duster, like it's very 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 fluffy. And when she walks around, it goes like so the little girl sees that and she tries to like bite it every single time, like every day she tries to bite the tail. And then every day her big sister looks at her and smacks her in the face and then like meow and then walks away. And then she's stunned for a little bit and then she just runs. And then every time like and the next time big sister walks around, she still tries to yap it. And then like the smack all over again. It's just a never ending cycle.
Yeah. Cats.
Yeah, and she's got a sweet spot for tails or something. Oh wait. They're interacting right now. I see a tail smack coming in my future. By the way, guys, we're actually coming up to the hour mark. So, it's my favorite thing to do. Are you guys ready for the quick fire questions?
I'm ready.
Sophie, I heard that you did one of these as well, right? When I was having surgery.
Yep.
How did that one go?
I think we cut it short a little bit. I'm not sure. But it was good. But it's more fun, I think, with more people to discuss. So
Oh wait, it was you and Gwen, right? Bogan
Yeah.
had to pop off for something.
Yeah,
Oh
it was just us.
no. Oh, okay. Well, I'm here this time. I'll host. Don't worry. I've got some fun socially awkward interactions and stuff like that today. That's the theme because I've been feeling a bit awkward this week, so I felt perfect for this. But let me get into it. Would you guys rather wave at someone who wasn't waving at you, or say you too when a waiter says enjoy your meal? Like preface by saying I've done both of these and I absolutely regret my life after that.
I think, let me start. I think I would prefer to say you too. I feel like I do that all the time. Like I do, apart from working for the Plooshies, I do work in retail or like I run a store. So like I just have a script that I just automatically run. So when I myself then go somewhere, I will just run the script as well. So it will a lot of times just end up, I don't know, have a nice day. Like I don't like it will be weird.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I do that anyway. I'm used to it by now. Like I'm owning it.
Okay. The you too. I like every time I do that, the waiters look at me like kind of like, can I eat with you then? And I'm just like, I'm sorry. Gwen, what about you? What's your answer?
That's a hard one, but I feel like the waitress one, the second option, just feels less awkward. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, it just seems like you know, just because it seems like I'm being too polite, I guess. But the first option is just no. All right, second option then for me.
Okay. I would actually go opposite you guys. Because I had a time in a life where I was very short-sighted. Like I couldn't see shit. Like if anything was further away from me than this, like I couldn't see it anymore. So I would do the whole like waving to people without like them waving back at me. I would just think like maybe that's a friend. I don't know. I can't see. I did that very often. And I kind of mastered the way to maneuver, like I would I would keep waving for a bit. And then if I realize they start to like turn away from me, I just walk really fast past them and be like try to be like, like to the next person. I was actually waving at someone behind you. And that's kind of like the trick I was pulling. So I think I've mastered that and I can handle that. It is very embarrassing, but I can't really handle the intimate like face to face like you two, and then the waiters just look at me like okay, and then no, I can't do that. Okay. Next one. Would you rather? This happened to me today, actually, and I'll let you guys guess which one happened to me today. Would you rather hold the door open for someone who's like way too far away, right? So you just stand there like for a little bit, or would you rather not hold it because you think they're too far away and they speed walk to catch it awkwardly, and then you're just looking at them like you're like the meanest person alive, who didn't hold the door open? Which one would you rather? And which one do you think I did today? Just put in your guesses.
I choose the first option.
Mm,
Second one is just I can handle that. It just feels like making someone feel like I'm being mean to them.
yeah.
So first option, at least I know it's annoying
Yeah.
and happens to me quite often, I guess. So,
Yeah.
but at least yeah, I guess it's less awkward than the second one.
Yeah. Okay. And what would you think I did today?
Hmm. All right. I don't know. Second one.
Okay. I won't reveal until everyone answers. Sophie, what about you?
Um,
Which option would you
yeah, I
prefer?
think I would also go for the waiting for the door, like holding it open for a little bit longer. Yeah,
Mm.
I feel like for me, I'm very, very used to just being socially awkward in general. So for me, all of these things are like quite normal anyway. So I've gotten used to it.
Yeah.
Instead of trying to not be awkward, I just own it now. um, it's much
Okay.
easier. So
Nice.
yeah, at least I'm being polite, I guess, right? Like, so you kind of give them like a nice smile, and they can walk on, or they'll say something like, "Oh, how nice of you." It's better than to, yeah. I wouldn't like the other thing. Like would feel misunderstood, and I don't like that. I'd rather be a little bit awkward for a while.
Yeah. Very respectable. Very respectable. And what option do you think I did today?
Hmm. I would say you did the first one just for the tension, the competition.
Okay. Hmm. Now it's my time to reveal myself. Um, Honestly, it was a really awkward mix between the two, and I'll explain. So there was this lady walking behind me while I was coming back from my like office job, right? And I was holding the door open to the lobby of the flat for her. So I was holding. She was quite far away, so I was just standing there for a little bit, like, and then smiling. Also, I was also smiling. I was like, and then, like, and then halfway, like, she got like halfway to me from where she was originally, and she took her phone out, and then she started like she stopped for a bit and she was typing. So I was like, oh, maybe the lady doesn't want to go in. So I stood there like don't not knowing what to do, and then as soon as I let go of the door, she like walks very fast to catch it, and I'm just standing there like, fuck, I'm traumatized, like, what are you doing, lady? And we had to go on the lift together. And I live on like the 35th floor. For those of you guys who don't know, and she lived higher up than me. So we were pretty much in there for minutes. And I was just like, am I the most awkward person you've ever met? Or the meanest person you've ever met? And I don't know which one is worse right now. Because I tried, like, I was like, I wanted to explain myself. I was like, I wanted to say, hey, I tried to open the door for you, but I thought you weren't coming in. But then, like, I don't know if you're supposed to bring stuff like that up. So I was just standing there, like, This is such an awkward day for me.
Yeah. See, I'm at the point where I would have just explained it and it would have maybe made it even more awkward, but like at least I got it out. And now I don't have to worry about it.
Yeah, it was so weird. Like it was so awkward. I'm hoping I don't ever see her again. Cause like I opened the door for you, and then you was standing there like on your phone for like I think it was like 2 minutes or something. So I'm like, okay, time for me to let go, and give up on this. And then suddenly runs like a cheetah to the door to try and catch it. I'm like, oh my god, like what's going
Yeah,
on here?
maybe she
I've
felt
been here for
awkward
10 minutes.
too because she saw you holding the door and then was like, "Oh, why am I standing here?" That could have been the case.
Maybe. If we're both feeling awkward, then I think that's
Yeah.
okay. Because next time we see each other, we're just gonna smile awkwardly and laugh.
Yeah.
I think. I hope. Okay. 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 Next. Would you rather? Okay. I was choosing and then Gwen coughed and I'm sorry, sorry, sorry. Okay, 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 okay. Would you rather forget someone's name right after they tell you, or call someone the wrong name and they correct you right there? Like they correct you in a very begrudging way. Like
I would rather forget like I always do that. Somebody tells me their name and it's gone. Like I think it's an ADHD thing. It's like just like a Swiss cheese brain. Like I'd rather that. The other thing is horrifying. Like I will go out of my way to not say someone's name if I'm not 1,000% sure. Like also like in the German language, there's like a polite form that you use like a formal address kind of and a casual address. And sometimes it's not very clear if in the situation you should use the formal or the not formal one. And it would be awkward either
yeah,
way if you just went for one. And also in those situations, I will go out of my way to structure sentences so I don't have to use either form just to avoid that. So yeah, absolutely no
nice.
way. I'd
Yeah,
rather forget the name immediately. I had a friend in college and I
okay.
talked to him almost every day on the bus. And like
Yeah.
I guess like 2 or 3 semesters in, I was like, "So what's your name?" Yeah, that's, yeah.
Okay. Okay. Good lord. Good lord. That's good lord.
Yeah.
Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Okay, what about you, Gwen?
Yeah, I choose the first option too. Happened to me all the times,
Mm,
and just it's like all kinds of situations. Even recently, like I've been having this kind of like a gathering.
yeah.
Uh, like a lot of this, it's kind of like
Mm,
foreigners would come, gather together, and I was invited, and we would kind of like introduce each other, right? And I've been coming for like it happens every week, and I've been coming for like 5 times, and I can't remember anyone's name. I still can't remember anyone. Oh, there's one guy I remember. The only reason I remember his name, despite already coming over to his house twice,
God.
is because um, his name when he added me in
Yeah.
WhatsApp, right? He messaged me, Ron here. This guy's name is Ron. I'm gonna save his name, and then now I remember. Okay, it's Ron because it's on the message right there in WhatsApp, and I see it all the
Yeah.
time. But there's like 10 other guys
Mm,
there, and every time, and I've already been like, actually, I've already been coming over for like I don't know, more than 5 times, seven, eight
yeah.
times, and there's like 5 people I always just sit together and talk
Yeah.
to and hang out with, and I still can't remember anyone's name,
And at some point,
and I've
it's
been
just
keeping it a
weird to
secret,
ask.
right? Yes, because I'm waiting, I'm waiting for the time here
You're waiting for
where I kind
someone
of
to
like
like call someone's
he's
name in the group. Just be like, "Oh, yo, Shad, you want to go get some drinks with me?"
yeah, there's that thing, because like the other ones, I haven't gotten their number
Mm,
yet, and I just kind of got invited to the
Yeah.
group, and that doesn't give me the chance to just, maybe I can still do it. Like where I mean, my idea is that I'm gonna ask them, hey, what's your number, and then hopefully he's gonna send me their name while they message me, right? But I'm in a group now. They're just gonna tell me, oh, just find me in the group and add me.
Mm.
And just today, I got a message from someone, and I don't know who he is. I mean, I know the photo, right? I just got the numbers, but there's no name. And he's asking me questions, and I'm just like, oh no, what do I do?
Uh,
I'll figure it out
yeah.
somehow. There's always a way out. I always find a way out of
Yeah.
these situations.
Yeah. Yeah, I just want to preface this to the listeners by saying all three of us here are very, very much ADHD. For me as well, it's the same thing. I would rather forget someone's name right away because that happens to me like all the time anyways. Um, it's the same in Thailand where like it with what Sophie was saying, where it's like there's different ways to talk to people without having to use their name, and there's like a very polite way or like a very casual way. And I sort of try to find a way where I don't have to use either, or I go very middle ground. I go like, hey buddy in Thai, so it'll be like, hey Poohan. So it'll be like, hey friend, what's up, how are you? Or like if it's someone who looks a bit more mature, I'll just be like, สวัสดีค่ะ and I don't even say like, I don't even like mention that person. I'm just like talking about the surroundings instead.
Yep.
Yeah.
Problem
I
solving right there.
Creative problem solving. This brain
Yes.
doesn't remember names, but it solves problems.
That is true.
Okay. Now, on to our very last question. This is going to be it for the night. It's been a while. We have like 100+ listeners with us, so thank you all for joining. It's been a pleasure having you guys. And to close this off, I think this is a personal fear of mine that I have and happens to me all the time, but I still dread it every single time. So, would you rather your stomach growls loudly in a very silent room, or your shoe squeaks every step across the office floor?
That's difficult. Both are horrifying, I think.
Yeah.
Second option,
You'd rather your shoe squeak.
I think yes. Because like I guess I've been like many situations I've been told that like I make a lot of noise when I walk
Mm.
and I don't notice.
That's
Uh,
a good thing to
and it
comment
happened so
about
many times.
someone. You walk very loud.
Yes. I don't know. Like I guess I have a tendency also to kind of like, kind of drag
Yeah,
it through
yeah,
the floor,
yeah.
on the
I
floor,
drag
kind of like
myself too.
that, so it makes
Yeah.
noise. The issue is I don't notice it.
Mhm.
I don't notice me doing that, and I mean, my friends would often tell me that, and I'd say, "Oh, really? It just happens so often. I'm just used to it
Yeah.
now."
Okay. Fair. What about you, Sophie? Molly? Any name you like?
Both are okay.
Hmm.
Yeah, I don't know. That's difficult. Because like it depends on the squeak of the shoe.
The most annoying squeak you can imagine. That's the one you're
Yeah.
stuck with.
Yeah. I don't know. I think I would go for squeaking, but like the whole way, like in also cafeteria in college and stuff like that. I just hated walking with the thing and stuff. So maybe I
Yeah.
would just like if it just growls really loudly once and then everybody knows, oh, she's hungry, rather than like everybody staring at me while I walk down the hall or something. Yeah, because like I also had a moment where like I was tutoring some like elementary school kids,
Mm.
and my shoes made a noise and it sounded like a fart. So
Yeah.
I kind of have a trauma about that a little bit.
Okay. Oh, and kids can be vicious about that.
Yeah. But yeah, it was fine. We laughed about
Okay.
it. It was all good. But yeah,
Fair.
no, I think I'd rather like one growling and then it's good, and not the whole walk of shame. I wouldn't. No, that seems worse.
Okay, okay, fair. Now, because you guys have ADHD, I don't know if this happens to you as well, but it contributes to my answer, right? I forget to eat very often. So I would feel myself get hungry, and then I'd be like, "Oh, I should get started on cook." No, it will start off being like, I tell myself I should get started on cooking. And then I'm like, but I'm not hungry yet though. So like, it's gonna be a long time until I'm hungry. I don't mind. And then like 2 hours pass and I'm like, my stomach's growling. And then I'm really hungry. And then I think, oh yeah, I'll go eat after this. And then I keep doing what I'm doing. And then I still forget to eat. And then it growls louder and louder and louder every time. And I have noticed myself, like, I'm a foot dragger too. So this might be a pet peeve to some of you guys. Don't hate me for this, but I never noticed this myself. But my friends always say they remember, like, they can tell I'm coming before I'm there because they remember how I walk. Like, because I'm always dragging my feet when I walk. And it's because I have very small feet and my shoes are usually a bit too big for me. So it's hard to carry up. So I just drag it along the way. So I don't really care about the foot dragging thing. It's become like it's been here for years. So I'm fine with it. But I notice every time my stomach growls, I get really red and I'm like, oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. So yeah, I'd rather the foot dragging. I'm used to it by now.
Same with me. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, I'm also like that. And
I'm
at some point,
surprised
I'll
how
just
we're not all like super like what do you call it when you don't like super under something underfed? I don't know. Super the dehydrated but for food. I don't know.
yeah, I can't think of it now either.
Right? It's skipped my brain.
Yeah.
Ah.
No, but then like at night or whatever,
Mm,
you like kind of remember, oh, I should probably eat something, and then you're like really hungry, so you, I don't know, order a bunch of food and or like eat a bunch of food. So I think that's probably one of the reasons. Yeah. Or
yeah,
like
yeah.
throughout the day, for me at least, because you do need calories and stuff to get your brain working, like just
Mm-mm.
energy. So
Yeah.
I'll just, I don't know, drink soda or like something like that. So
Yeah. I
that's
usually run on
probably,
coffee the whole day. Like
yeah.
2 to 3 cups of coffee and then by like usually this time I'm like, oh my god, I could eat a cow. I need to order
Mhm.
something now. And I order like 5 different things and I can't finish it. And it's a horrible cycle that keeps happening.
Yeah, same. That's why I
Ah,
now have like a whole entire freezer full of like freezer food.
snacks.
Like not, I didn't prep it myself. Like I ordered it, right? Like if you're just I'm just a single person, I can afford to like buy that. I think for
Yeah.
like a whole family that would suck. But yeah,
Yeah.
I just have a and also instant like powder food. Like just
Hmm.
that's what I eat now. Powdered food and like freezer food. Yummy.
Maybe some fresher options for you. I think that's the one thing I like about Thailand. I can get super fresh food delivered to me in like 15 minutes.
Yeah, no, I
The
live in the middle of nowhere, Germany. Yeah, no, not an option.
No, I live like smack dab in the middle of Bangkok, so it's like 15 minutes, we got you. You know?
Yeah, I
Ah,
feel like that's something that Asian or like a lot of Asian countries I've heard have like really good delivery services. I don't
yeah,
think like sure, like if you live in a city in Germany, you'll get a bunch more options than what I would have. Like there's like two pizzerias and they both have the same menu, right? um, yeah, but yeah, no, even in a city, I feel like the isn't always it. The delivery stuff isn't always it. Yeah,
yeah. I
in
feel like
Germany.
Asian, yeah, I feel like Asian people love food, so we have a lot of varieties. And then plus, from what I've heard, like I talked to the delivery guys and make friends with them, and also the taxi guys. They say the pay is actually quite well compared to the wages in Asia. I think the pays you get from delivering and like stuff like Uber Eats and stuff like that in Thailand, I think you're actually making quite a bit of money and it's worth it for them. But when you're talking about like European wages, then it's a bit higher. So
Yeah.
then you're wondering if people will still order if the price is that high, right? And then I think like a lot of stuff just plays into that. So that might be a part of it too. Um,
Yeah.
but we definitely have way too many food options. Like if you come here, Molly, like I'm gonna take you to every single food type in Bangkok, and we won't even be able to finish in like a month. Like that's just how
Okay.
much different types
I'll
of food.
take you up on that.
Okay, you got it. You got it. We'll make it a quest.
Sounds good.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, guys. We have hit the hour mark a while back. So it's been a pleasure having you, Molly and Gwen, here with me as usual. I love these Art and Yap sessions. If you like them as well, don't forget to join us again next week, same time, Tuesday, 5 p.m. CET, and also 10 p.m. GMT plus 7. So, whichever time zone you're in. Thank you for joining us today. And if you like it, give it a like, give it a retweet. Thank you so much, Molly and Gwen, for being here. It's a pleasure to have you guys, our very esteemed guests, your Royal Highnesses. Thank you so much for being here, and thank you for doing amazing stuff for the Plooshies. Before we jump off, any last words from you guys?
Thank you for being a great host and making it easy to talk.
Nice, a
I
pressure.
also really enjoy watching this every time, or like rewatching like something. I can't always make it live, but I will rewatch it usually, and I quite like it.
Yeah, she's the one who edits all the monthly recap videos, so she's seen all of our content.
Yep.
Thank you for that, Molly. Gwen, what about you? Same as
I'll say
usual.
this: I need to work on these kind of situation where I say my last
Mm.
comments for this. I really don't have anything to say,
Just
but
say follow
I
up.
guess
Just say follow up.
it's great to be here again, and looking forward for the next one and see what else I figure out.
Let's go. Thank you guys. Join us next session to see how Gwen ends off the session. Woo! Okay, thank you everyone.